Lisa Defazio here. Have you got a minute? Because I'm about to share with you one of the best vintage places to shop at in all of Melbourne. You'll definitely find something you love here. There's so many items that you just need to come and see. There's vintage items that are really hard to find. There's some East German pottery. There's some exquisite pieces, and there are just some things that you want to own because you haven't seen them for 20 years. And what you find here is there's curated corners, and they just provide so much inspiration. There's some little kooky pieces, and there's some actually really beautiful things, and there's often things that will trigger some emotion. And I just really want to stress the point, this is curated. It is not a schmozzle where you have to pick through for a long time. You'll come through and your eye is just delighted by what you see. I get overexcited and I probably have enough things in my house, but I always go home with something else. So come down to ITCHYCOO Park, High Street, and in Thornbury, 781. Keep a look out, and maybe you'll see me here. We're going to have a VIP night soon, and you'll see some really cool cars out the front, and I'll be posting that later on. So let's go have a look at some other things. Okay, so now I'm getting super excited because I'm seeing things that are largely impractical but absolutely beautiful. I will show you some of those in a moment, but can I just present these gorgeous items? Why wouldn't you have a wall of yellow things, whether you need them or not? As I said, this stuff is curated, and yes, I'm starting to sound like an infomercial, so I'll just have to calm down a little bit. But aren't these things gorgeous? You need a boot and you need a suitcase. So calm down because there's some exquisite things. So I'm loving the amount of vintage toys here. There's mousy, pick-up sticks, all sorts of things. And this, I had this exact version and I used to play with my brother for hours. And if I remember correctly, I'm about to do a bit of an unveiling here. There should be some real marbles. And there are! There's cat's eyes and all sorts of wonderful things, so I might have to take this home. So to those that are invited to the bar upstairs, this is what we'll be playing. So, and Meg's definitely coming. So there's some gorgeous toys here, some kind of frightening things as well. But you know, if you want to give that to your child, by all means, I'm sure they'll love it. Everything's in great condition. So some little tongs. And I think this might be for some kind of syrup or something. But please note the gorgeous pattern. It's kind of very Fred Flintstone, or I don't know, some kind of 60s lava print, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. So there's lots of jewellery here. If you want to come in and buy some really cute things for someone who's sort of at that tween age, there's some really nice pieces. There's some lovely silversmithing made from vintage cutlery as well. So there's lots to look at. So one of the most scintillating and exciting things I've found here is this gorgeous feather bouquet. So there used to be these very strange dried, it's kind of very 70s I'd say, yep, 70s, dried floral arrangements that was kind of just bits of strange stick, and then it would go even further and you might even have some plastic petals. But my favourite, and the quintessential early 70s favourite of households, were these feathers, and they're always in orange, yellow, and very rarely in like a turquoise or a teal. So I'll show you one of those in a moment. And I'd give my left arm for the little flowers made of stockings. If anyone's got those, please send them in or send me a photo, contact me on Instagram, and yeah, we'll keep loving all this good stuff. Okay, there's so many brilliant things here, and each item is exquisite. There's some really funky things. If you've got like one of those cool teenagers and you don't know what to get, there's some amazing pieces here. Not just the clothing, some really nice pendants, some really unusual things that you can't buy anywhere else, which would be great for those sort of indie people that want something unusual. Everything here, you feel the heart and the warmth and the love for the objects, because Meg has chosen them with her brilliant taste and her clever displays, and you'll absolutely fall in love with the store. So come down and have a look. And also please remember to subscribe, share with your friends, and maybe leave a little comment after you've been to see this wonderful store and say hi to Meg, who runs the place and puts her heart and soul into it. So stay tuned and I'll see you next time. So, as I was saying, I love vintage and I'd love you to come down to this gorgeous vintage store called ITCHYCOO Park. What's the address? 7C? I did, but I have a sip. Sorry, I'm yelling in your ear. I'll start. Just hold your hand up and don't put it down. All right, ready? But don't ever tell anyone on this day.